Naija.
Big brother Naija. Mind you, that's my strategy when I enter the house.
So I'm not making to one.
Welcome back, guys. It's another beautiful episode with Sarah and iLife here to give you all the gist.
We said our name at the beginning.
Oh shit! We're growing. Welcome to another exciting episode where we dig it down. We're not gossiping, we're just entertaining you.
Gisting.
And a couple of couples were coupling today. We had about 3 different bars beating. Dun. Let me start with Shegs. Or do you want to start with Shegs?
No, please.
Okay.
Proceed,
So first of all, I am super impressed. I never saw Shegs to be so intelligent like that in my entire life. But the way he tackled, like the way he was speaking, I was like, God.
Is it the accent that's confusing you?
No, not the accent. You know when somebody is talking from upstairs, not downstairs. You get the But like he was speaking so well. Like what he was saying was reasonable. And I remember I'm like, Bella made the wise choice. So
he was he was definitely the villain of this season on the show.
Really?
But like,
But
yeah, he was the villain of this season. But like this episode, I think we got to hear Sheg's side of the story, and
that we've not heard before.
And I felt when he said it the way he said it, I felt a bit bad for judging him too at some point when he said, "Don't you know the policemen in your area? Don't you know the policemen in your area?"
Yeah, he said about it, and I was like,
thing. Yeah, and I was like, actually, it's a normal thing for guys to know the policemen in their area, especially when you're driving and stuff, because police would always, you
have to know them so that you are safe.
Yeah, so it was like, it's because it was the Ikoyi thing. I was like, that's actually very true. It's because it was Ikoyi. That's why we made it look like it was such a big deal.
But so, it's actually not.
Yeah, so he did share his own side, and I think
on behalf of Sarah and I, we apologize. This is the second apology on the show right now.
We apologize, Shegs, but there was the male rivalry between Shegs and Adekunle.
And I support Shegs 125% that Adekunle is a very intelligent man.
Yes, okay, that part,
his intelligence is for something that does not make sense.
You think like he's quite corny, yeah?
He's a corny bastard.
Steph,
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. But when I see those type, you know the way. No. I just hate it when you think you are. That's the thing. I don't even like to use the word smart on people. I like to say you're very intelligent instead of saying smart.
Yeah.
Because people who think they are smart, they're actually not smart. They are smart for foolish things. And in this one, I feel like that was a strategy. I feel like
nobody.
Do you know the advice he was giving me? Lewis. From Young African and Famous. You know when you don't have anybody, you just want to just choke head. You've seen a group of people that don't know you. So you want to pretend like your wife is upstairs. That's what he did. That is what happened. And I support Shegs.
No, in the fight in the house between Adekunle and Shegs, a lot of people were on Adekunle's side because a lot of people didn't like Shegs, and now it came off. So in Adekunle's defense, when it comes to the fights that happened in the house, I don't think he was doing too much. It was just a narrative about Shegs. I think both of them just judged themselves. You understand? Because Shegs was of the opinion that he spoke about himself, and Adekunle was always angry about that. While Shegs also believed that Adekunle was playing a strategy too, because why would you say that you were living with your childhood friend?
I don't know why you were using you being poor as a strategy.
See, the thing is, they all don't trust each other as much as they claim they trust each other. So I just think that it was just a misunderstanding between the two of them. But let's clap for Adekunle. He did apologize.
Yeah, second apology on the show we did. Fantastic. Yeah.
So he did apologize. He apologized.
But I don't know why he was trying to make it about Bella though.
So it's the cunning thing. But he wasn't trying to make it about Bella.
Use that in your next newsletter.
I take that back. He wasn't corny.
Use that in your next newsletter.
I take that back. He wasn't corny. He wasn't corny. He wasn't trying to
Sarah,
make it chill.
I don't know you as somebody that changes mouth.
No.
Don't do that
corny.
here.
The thing is, I don't like Adekunle, so there's a bias. But I'm trying to be honest. He wasn't being corny. In his defense, when he was answering Ebuka's question, he was heading somewhere. So Ebuka said, "What was it about you and Shegs?" And then he was saying that he feels like in the beginning, Shegs didn't like him because of that statement he made about Bella, but he was heading somewhere. It was not like he was trying to make it look like that was the case. But Bella and Shegs were already really mad at Adekunle, and they didn't even let him land. So that was why they went on him like that. But at least Adekunle did apologize.
Yeah, he apologized. He was mature.
About it.
The apology.
Even though I don't buy the fact that he thinks he didn't think that the newsletter was going to shade them. I think he knew fully well But at least
that's what you do when you are guilty. You don't have to pretend.
For the sake of good content. Thank you for apologizing.
Apology accepted. We accept your apology. Moving on.
Moving on. Moving on to the next story.
To the Benin witches.
To the Edo witches.
Shout out to us.
According to Ebuka, Edo queens.
Yeah.
Edo girls like that though. Have you seen them fight and like just say unnecessary things they shouldn't say about each other? Because why?
You should live in Benin for 15 years. No, you'll know what's up.
After what I saw, I can't.
Live in Benin. Did you even see all the places Phyna and Sakwamba Road?
How do you go from arguing? How do you go from talking about why you guys fell off to mentioning that somebody is 33 with 2 children and has a husband?
I said maybe you borrowed wrapper. The person did not give you their wrapper. All the secrets that you've told them in this universe, but the one that they with Benin girls, Benin Sako Isha, we're all together.
Even the way Rachel jumped into it when and by the way, Chomzi, what the hell was that? Like you guys were having. It wasn't even an argument. Ebuka asked the question. Chomzi was trying to respond. How did that happen again? Yeah, Chomzi was trying to respond. Chichi was also trying to respond. Yeah. And then the next thing, Chomzi just took it from level 0 to level 100. She was like, yeah. So I remember Chichi told Chomzi about her family, the death of her parents and everything. So now Chichi had that private conversation with Chomzi because she kind of like trusted her in her defense. So imagine on that show, somebody tells you something like that, and then you now, I tell you something about me, right? And then you now go to other people and start telling them what I said, and you're saying it's for strategy. In Chichi's defense, she has every right to feel like Chomzi was being two-sided. And then Chomzi wanted to defend herself and said, hey, you're talking to me. Does it mean that it was only me that was watching? It wasn't obvious that the whole world was watching because it was a reality show. That didn't make sense to me. But then, the one that now offed me was when she said, you that went there with love, because Chichi was like, but you didn't, clearly you didn't go there with love in your heart, and that's why you thought that I was telling you something for strategy. She was like, you that went there with love, what did that get you? How is Deji? Bruh, why?
Sister, what's going on?
And then the whole housemate started laughing, and it's like,
I hate that laughter.
Why?
I hate it so much. This is a very serious tactical situation. And that laughter hittens it all.
Yeah.
You don't even know the kind of violence that you are causing. Exactly. It's already chaos. It's going to be catastrophic.
Exactly.
Like, blood of God.
Chomzi, why did you make that statement? What were you hoping to achieve? Like, why did Deji get into it, you know? And then
the matter had died with Deji. There was no need trying to throw proper aggressive shade.
But Chichi didn't have a comeback. Okay, yeah, she did. She did, but her comeback was
it was not.
When she was like, we with all the comedians that and then Rachel, instead of Rachel to keep quiet, make Chomzi defend herself. This is my problem with you.
Where my bango? You see the catastrophe? Oh God.
This is my problem with you. Like, Rachel, relax. You guys were already done with your own phase.
Rachel was a fake housemate.
Yeah, Rachel was a fake housemate.
With
now, you guys were already done
well.
you guys are done with your phase. Like, let Chomzi defend herself.
Girls, we have serious pee.
I've never, in fact, first off, before I even make somebody my friend, I need to know how the person behaves when they're angry. Because I don't want to tell you my life secrets, and because of one tiny fight,
I feel like,
you announce it to the rest of the world.
Like, I feel like the highest you can do when you're angry is maybe like shout, but not for your mouth to be so loose, and then you even say things that never.
Leave it that you are mad and you're stupid.
Better to keep quiet.
But if you want to go far, let it just end that you are mad.
Just shout small. But don't shout what you're not supposed to shout out.
Exactly. Don't say that you uncle where they do.
Blood of God.
When you say you uncle, when it enters you.
Sarah, if you've lived in Benin for 15 years, you will know.
No. I can't.
We've struggled.
I really can't. And then Phyna, why? Phyna, why?
Do you know, I'm still skeptical about how Phyna was speaking English.
Phyna speaks English well.
No.
She does.
I didn't know it was this good. First of all, then she now ascended to pidgin. Now ascended to insult.
That's Phyna.
I was here, B. Then I even heard poo. I'm like, oh.
No, really, that's Phyna.
What? But I think I understand where Phyna was coming from, because she saw Chichi as her friend.
Right.
And then,
true.
when they left the house, she was not seeing all these clips of
Chichi nominating
nothing
her.
is as painful as that.
True.
Like, you feel like you really trust somebody and you genuinely like this person, and then you are seeing receipts, you are seeing evidence to prove, not that somebody
To
came
prove
to
that the
tell
person is
you.
two-sided. That's
But
true.
like,
That's
so that
true.
for Phyna, I understand her anger.
But then, no matter how angry you are, I'm saying keep it classy. Like, you're angry doesn't mean you. Come
She
on.
was classy. That was why even when Chichi from nowhere stopped talking to her, she didn't want to meet her. She just kept quiet and kept her peace. Because how would you know? It's so crazy. I feel like if you're upset with someone, yeah, just tell them exactly what they did. It now depends if the person now reacts in a certain type of way that is not cool. All hell will go loose, and that's how it should be. But to me, I feel like I support Phyna on this.
Well, maybe. See,
and Chichi did not even have any better comebacks the way she had for Deji.
Yeah, she did.
So there was a lie.
Yeah, I agree, she did it, and I also feel like maybe there were parts that they cut out because the conversation with Phyna, like Phyna was like Phyna had so much in her chest to let loose.
She's a classy girl now, winner. You don't talk so much like that.
But still, like I know you guys are no longer friends, but the thing looks like they just said A. And Phyna's response went to 2076.
They edited some clips. They edited some
so I feel like maybe there were things that had already happened that because to me it was like,
maybe the true bottle self.
energy?
But I'm glad that it ended like that. Can't wait for episode 5.
And this was the first episode that ended with Ebuka wrapping it up. It ended with 5, and Ebuka just sounded like.
Ebuka tries though. I give it to that guy.
We want to know who the comedian is. Ebuka, please
no,
get
the
us that
comedians.
But we know that there's
one. Like gossip.
I just want to know that. Thank you for.
But we want to know. We're just media personalities.
Ebuka, please help us. We want to know that.
See y'all on the next episode.